What's up, super players? It's your homie C-Rod, and in today's video, I'm gonna be giving you a Dragon Ball Super Card Game tier list where I'm gonna be ranking the best to worst secret rares, and we have a S-A-B-C-D ranking. D being the worst secret rare and S being the almighty best of the best secret rares. So if you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, hit that like, and feel free to subscribe. We're gonna start it off just by going off of what is shown to us here. So first things first, we got this Trunks. This Trunks, I'm going to be putting it as A tier. It's pretty darn good. It's not broken, but once it hits the field, it's a problematic card that can ultimately win you the game. And now let's move on to Bardock. I'm going to put him at B tier. He's pretty good, but honestly, when you bring him out onto the field, he's easily counterable and killable with most counter skills. So because of that, I'm giving him B tier, and he also has an awesome ability to KO an attacking card during the combo, but nonetheless B tier because it doesn't solidify the game that much. And now, the card that I actually pulled, I'm going to give it A tier because it's a very powerful card. Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Do not underestimate that card. I actually pulled this card. If you guys want to check that video out, it'll be on a card right now where I open the pack up and I pull this almighty secret rare. This card's really good for the Broly BR deck from set 11, and if you're going to be running that deck, this secret rare is just the icing on top that's going to obliterate your opponent because it's that extra double strike push that you can bring out onto the field. And then I have Gogeta. Gogeta, I'm going to have to rank it as a B tier. A lot of you guys out there are probably going to be telling me, what are you doing? Gogeta is one of the best secret rares. Well, I'm going to give it B tier because of the fact that honestly, when it comes out, it could seal the game. But if it doesn't seal the game and you bring it out, you're going to lose because it has a permanent that you cannot play any other battle card as long as this card's on the field, which hinders the card so much. Or else I would say it's S tier or even A tier. Then we're going to move on to Hatchiyak, one of the new secret rares, and yes, I am giving it S tier. It's a negate that you could bring out very easily that stops your opponent from attacking for the duration of the turn. It's a instant stop your opponent from doing anything else secret rare, and that right there is so darn good. Then you have a 40k body on field. You could add a double strike Champa and it's a 40k double strike. Awesome. Then I'm gonna give B tier also to Vegito. Vegito is going to be getting B tier. The reason I'm giving Vegito B tier is for the reason that honestly switching energy back and forth is good, but it's good for only specific type of decks, and it's not necessarily going to win you the game. It is a unison, and honestly, if you do pull it off and you do manage to get multicolor energy, you're going to be able to kill your opponent with this card. So another card that's in here happens to be Vegito, and Vegito is also B tier. It's good, but it's only good for the Vegito deck, and the Vegito deck is pretty powerful, but I'm not going to be slapping the Super Saiyan Blue Vegito onto my opponents anytime soon, so I'm giving it B tier. But when it does come out, triple strike, triple attack is insane. Then C tier, I'm going to give Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4, unfortunately, is going to be getting C tier. It's a pretty good secret rare, but honestly, it's one of the hardest secret rares to pull off. But when you pull it off, you deal burn damage and kill your opponent. And then D tier, unfortunately, we're going to have the swap Goku's Lineage secret rare Kid Goku Jr. as D tier. It's honestly not that good. When you attack, you're able to deal damage to your opponent, but you have to run a predominantly all Goku's Lineage deck. If not, this card is not even like playable. And honestly, even if you do run entire Goku's lineage deck, this card is not gonna do its ability that consistent. Then we're gonna have the Migra, which I'm gonna put as A tier. I know some of you guys are like, the Migra is not A tier. I think the Migra is pretty darn good for the black decks. Overall, you attack, you get to get cards from your opponent's hand, combo with them, and it's a triple strike finisher. The fact that you're able to see your opponent's hand is what makes this card really, really good. And then another D tier card, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give the Gogeta Secret Rare Super Saiyan 3 D tier. Honestly, in order to bring this card out, you need Gogeta, and now Gogeta is not even playable in the game anymore because it got banned. So this card is honestly not even playable unless you hardcast it, and then you have to run a lot of Gokus. So honestly, Gogeta's D tier. Then I am gonna put as A tier, I'm gonna put Broly, because this Broly is playable with any deck that runs 7 cost or higher battle cards, and there's a lot of good decks that could run 7 cost or higher battle cards like Vegito, Broly, and I don't know other decks actually, but it's a very powerful card that comes out for free, and then you have a 40k dual attack double striker to finish off your opponent. That card right there allows you to extend combo plays. Awesome card. And then C tier, I'm gonna put the Majin Buu. I'm putting Majin Buu as C tier because honestly, this guy's super duper hard to bring out. There was a point where it was A tier when there was the Dende Burn AOD deck, but honestly that deck doesn't exist anymore. It's not even playable. No Wish Leader is playable anymore, so that has dropped that secret rare down to C tier. Then we got the dual color, and I'm gonna give it B tier. The dual color Raditz, Broly, and Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 is an instant finisher. It's one of the best instant finishers. As long as it comes out onto the field, you're able to strike your opponent's life, and that right there solidifies the game. Super duper powerful. And another A tier, I'm gonna have to give it B tier, just like the other dual color secret rare. So Vegito's gonna go in B tier because honestly it's not as playable as before, but when it comes out, if you play it right, you're going to be able to tap your opponent's cards, draw cards, and then go in with a triple strike. This card's actually really good. I wish I could give it higher. Then C tier, I am going to put the Janemba. Janemba is going to get C tier because honestly, even when this card comes out, unless you're playing a swarm type of deck that's red, yellow, you're not going to really be killing your opponent with this secret rare. It's an awesome secret rare nonetheless. You definitely would love, like anybody would love to have this card, but it's going to get C tier. And then a B tier card goes to that Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. It's an awesome card. When it comes out, it gains the ability to have double strike dual attack, if I'm not mistaken, or double strike triple attack. I'm not sure which one it was, but it's super duper powerful. It also allows you to destroy cards ignoring barrier. It's a very powerful card. Then B tier, yet again, I'm gonna give the Dark Dragon Balls. It's a very powerful card. If you have a certain amount of cards in the drop area, you can activate it and just nuke the field, and that deserves B tier. Then S tier, I'm gonna give, I don't know if I should give it to him. I'm going to give S tier. Black Smoke Dragon. Black Smoke Dragon on its own could obliterate your opponent. You have 3 abilities to warp the field, warp the hand, or warp the deck. And one of those abilities could instantaneously win you the game if you mill out your opponent with that warping the deck. And then just cause it has Victory Strike, I feel they instantaneously become S tier. Maybe not at the moment. I'm not gonna say it's S tier right now, but in general, it has Victory Strike. It's gonna be good no matter what. It's instantaneously win when they deal 1 damage. At the moment, maybe they are not the best card to run because the deck itself that runs the card isn't that good. But in general, Victory Strike nonetheless is S tier. Another S tier card that's a secret rare is Xenocell. Xenocell for a fact is an S tier card. It might be the best one that will obliterate your opponent out of all of them, because this card has successor. If you tally up a total number of battle cards that equal 12 total cost on the field, you could sacrifice them, place them in the drop area, bring this guy out. He's a quadruple strike to your opponent's face. Then if you have 5 or more energies, you're able to dual attack, quadruple strike, and then mill cards from your opponent's hand. That on its own is insane, and you don't have to pay any energy. That right there is sick. Then we're almost gonna be done with this video. Then because of Victory Strike, instantaneously S tier. Eventually this card's gonna be playable again in the meta. Victory Strike, deal 1 damage, instantaneously defeat your opponent. S tier automatically. Hit it up in the comment section below if you disagree with me in any of these and where you would rank them. I like reading the comments and seeing others' opinions. So another D tier, I'm gonna put the Oob and Goku secret rare. This card gets D tier because honestly it's very difficult to play. You could ideally play it in a World Tournament deck, but the World Tournament deck honestly isn't that good anymore. It hasn't been meta for a long time. Hopefully they show support to that engine and the whole archetype, because it's a pretty cool archetype. And honestly, other than that, you're not going to play it unless you play a ramp deck. It might be good with the new Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. If you guys want to see the new Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta deck profile, that's a winning deck, hit it up in the card. Tony G goes over the deck. It's awesome. Maybe you could run this card in there. And then last but not least, we are going to put at B tier, we're gonna put the Frieza's Army Reborn, which is able to nuke your opponent's field, ignoring barriers. See your opponent's hand, choose 1 card, place it on the drop, and then quadruple strike your opponent in the face for 4 damage. And that's gonna be the end of the video. So there's the S, there's the A, there's the B, there's the C, and here is the D. Hit it up in the comment section below if you agree or disagree. I feel like obviously the S, A, and B is where the mixed emotions are gonna be, but nonetheless, it's gonna be something like this. If you guys want to create your own tier list and share it with the super players on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, hit it up in the description where you can make your own secret rare tier list. And also hit it up in the comment section below about your thoughts on this. Subscribe if you're new to Dragon Ball Super card game and you want more content. Hit that like, and like we always say, y'all stay super.